And we are live at 10 p.m. Toronto time, worldwide, with eggs behind us. But what is happening? What you doing, Chucky? Chucky, what's happening? I'm just here chilling. Friday Night Live. After dinner smoke break. Did a little bit of sniffing today. Came back from the mall. Went to Sephora. Fucking hate Sephora. Sephora sucks ass. I hate going into that place. First of all, everything's so messy. All the testers are screwed to the wall. They got these stupid drawstrings holding them back. You can't even pick them up. What's happening, Callie? How you doing, Callie? What are you guys wearing? How's life treating you? Where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to put my shoes on. I love Royal Tobacco. I need a bottle of Royal Tobacco, like pronto. What do you think, Chucky? This is trippy. Moose! You like my eggs, Moose? What's happening, Moose, you son of a... Let us know what you're wearing. I'm just chilling here in the garage. I've got the green screen on because, look, I'm in the garage. You guys don't want to see the garage, right? So we might as well go green screen and everybody have a good old time. You don't have to look at my garage. But like the stream, come on in, say hello. Let us know what you're wearing. Spark up a doobie if you want. I'll spark up a doob, right? We'll have a little bit of fun. It's Friday night. Kick back. Take your shoes off. Relax. Hang out with us, guys. Hang out with us. Just say hello. Let us know what you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. Dave's doing well. He's an Aventus. Good stuff. I'm actually in a bunch of things. I came back from the department store. Did a little bit of sniffing. They got Initio now at my department store. Smelled Oud for Greatness. Ugh. Man. I'm not sure about Oud for Greatness. Really buzzy. Trippy. But I smelled Purpose. I really like Purpose. Purpose is this kind of dry, ashy, incensey thing. Really good. I liked it. It reminded me of some things, but it like Purpose felt so much better than anything else I've smelled before. Celine Black Tie, fragrance for the evening. Yes, yes, yes. Harry Krishna, what's happening, bro? You're going to come around to Black Tie. Mark my words. And then you're going to send me a thank you card. Krishna, you might as well just do it now. Just send me the thank you card right now. How you doing, Krishna? What else did I try? I tried a bunch of Byredos. I mean, nice, but I can't ever imagine like coming over to the Byredo site. Oh, Rosamira. I've got Rosamira on my arm. That's what I need, Rosamira. I feel like there's a huge orris root in here. I kept getting iris all night from Rosamira. I'm doing well, Krishna. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm chilling here. I'll be on for about an hour or so, hang out. And then I'll go out with the kids later on. I think we'll go out somewhere. For me, Purpose smells like a less sweeter version of that. I didn't get to try Guidance, but I tried Purpose. I tried Search. Incense from the dark line, like Royal Tobacco and something incense. Incense, rose incense or something. I really like that as well. But I really like Rosamira. I need a bottle of Rosamira pronto. That's on my hit list. Rosamira is on my to purchase list. I get a big rose, kind of like Santal Royale, but without all the buzzy synthetics, right? Ois, what's happening, brother? Let us know what you guys are wearing. What's the matter? You don't like eggs? All right, we'll find another background for you, all right? But, you know, eggs, you gotta love eggs. How about this? Are you okay with this? We'll switch them around. Who said that? Trang, V Trang. What is it about eggs, man? It's the best protein. Chuck says, I own both Purpose and Royal Tobacco. Love them. Royal Tobacco is amazing. I don't know, is there a coffee accord in there? If I feel like there's a tiramisu, something really sweet and gourmandy, but like really well blended. Amazing. I love it. If you do not smell guidance, then Purpose is a hit. But are you talking about Purpose or the X-Straight? Because I was talking about, no, I don't think it was the X-Straight. It just came in the regular Amouage bottles, right? Like this. Here, I'll show you the bottle. I took a picture of it. Where's Purpose? Is this it here? This one here. There you go. That one. I thought it was really nice. Purpose Self is dry, but I love it. I find it very incensey and woody. And it kind of reminds me of, let's say Rocabar by Hermes, but way more drier and tarrier, like tarry incense. Dry woods. Jog Le Beau, Le Parfum. What is that? Is that, oh, Jean-Paul Gaultier? Le Beau, Francisco? It's a sunny autumn day here. Had to go with Eau d'Orange Verte. Nice. Good stuff. I like that as well. What's everyone else wearing? What is everyone else wearing? Here is Royal Tobacco. This stuff's gorgeous as well. The packaging is really nice on these too. It looks like they changed the boxes since I've last purchased an Amouage. Here we go. We'll leave you with this. How about that? You guys okay with that? That's nice and bright. Here, Krishna wearing Sporturno 21. I got to try that. The X-Straight, that's the one I tried. Oh, it's really nice. The citrus accord in there is gorgeous. Really smooth. What's happening, Baboosh? Baboosh, what is happening? What are you wearing? Let us know how your Friday evening is going or your Saturday morning. But the eggs are nobody's a fan of the eggs. How about this? Tear. We got tear here. Udis Fahan. That's a nice color, right? All right. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. What's everyone doing Friday night? Friday, I'm in love. Saturday, wait. Sunday, you can hesitate. Maddie, hello, just popping in. Pop on in. I'm wearing a sample of Doja by Narcotica. That's a nice background. You like that one? Yeah, that's nice. I like that color, eh? Udis Fawn. Don't do a background. Where's your... It's background or nothing, my friend, because that means I'd have to go inside the house, and there's no way I'm going to be sitting inside the house on the Friday evening when it's so beautiful outside. So I'm in my garage, actually. That's why I've got a background, because it's much nicer than looking at this. Let's see. Right? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Just got out of the gym. I didn't go to the gym today. Ew. That's okay, because I've gone more than 7 times this week. Rose Star. There's a new Dior Privy released. Rose Star. I haven't smelled it. I have not smelled it yet. It was released in the Middle East. Has anyone smelled it yet? Saturday midday here, 22 degrees, wearing Pour Monsieur. I wore Pour Monsieur the other day. Gorgeous. EDT as well, very citrusy and lavenderish. That's what Eau Sauvage had, is the lavender that I forgot about. Eau Sauvage has a beautiful floral accord. You go to the gym twice a day. Yeah, even though it doesn't look like, I do sometimes, I do. Just because I enjoy it so much. I enjoy stretching, and I don't always like, I'm not always lifting weights or doing cardio, but I'll go in sometimes just to get a good stretch. Because I'm old and I get sore quite easily. Supposed to be a honeyed rose. You know what? I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. I've not heard any feedback yet, though. But it is a Kyrgyzstan. So I am curious. I'm always curious as to what Kyrgyzstan's going to create for us. Leo Guzman, good evening. Just finished watching garbage fights. What fights? Chucky says confirmed. Eau de California is fake. Sorry to hear that, Chuck. Hopefully you can get your money back, or you can somehow resolve it. But yeah, I think there's a lot of fake Celines out there. Guys, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing well. Double tap the screen, like the stream if you're enjoying yourselves. That would be lovely. Let us know what perfume you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. Oh, he says Amouage are releasing new fragrances like they owe money. Yeah, so Rich sent me an article today saying there was a report in one of the papers or somewhere saying how much money they've made this quarter. And it was an insane amount. Just seems like cash grab after cash grab, chasing trends. Very weird. I like 1/10 of their new releases that they've lost their identity. Omar says Eau de Rochas has some similarity to Eau Sauvage. Eau de Rochas. Really? I have Eau de Rochas. ML, what's happening? Sent to the night, Davidoff Zeno. Good to see you guys. Good to see ML, Omar, Ois, Callie. When can we expect next Les Abstrait release? Callie, I think it's probably going to be like another month or two. 2 months at the latest. Yeah, soon. It's coming soon. He spent time with Santa. I've smelled them. I've not really seen them. Fake Celines. Yeah, Chuck says he's got a fake Celine. But I imagine a lot of shit is being fake today. Just like in, you know, purses and stuff. Perfume is easily faked as well. Wafts from the Loft did an amazing review of your perfumes. They did. They did. Really grateful for them covering my fragrances. They're big, you know, they're a big channel for a small channel, kind of like mine, you know what I mean? Like I've got a small channel too, but they are big. They got a big voice in this area, so it's always greatly appreciated. Great news. I can't wait. Thank you, Callie. What do you think is the best sweet tobacco fragrance? I love Dior Toba Color. Is there one better? So my favorite is this one. I've got it here. Let me share it with you. This one right here. Vanilla Van. But I tell you, Royal Tobacco comes really close. I mean like this close, right? Probably this close. They're both really good. But Vanilla Van, I would say. I also like Perfumery Twerk from Serge Luton. That's really good. God, I did a favorite tobacco list. I'd have to rewatch the video right now. What's happening, Pat Lester? Scent of the Night, New York Intense. Your skin looks so saggy and lifeless. Too bad you hate shopping at Sephora. I'd rather have saggy, fucking lifeless skin than be in that environment. Oh, it's so angst-ridden, man. And it's a mess. The place was a mess. They had testers all over the place. It's just the setup. It's so confusing. It looks really childish too. Sephora's changed a lot since I remember it. Like especially this location, they've really let it slide. And you go in there and just so many people. It's like I had to get out of there. I didn't want to test any fragrances. I just got like instant anxiety as soon as I walked in there. But thanks for the compliment, Galen. Eau Sauvage was my first fragrance during my fragrance journey. Still the best in the connection. Eau Sauvage is really nice, really aromatic. I just sprayed a little on inside. Is the new release an aromatic fougere barbershop or a powdery floral type barbershop? So it's both. And to be honest, Eau Sauvage was kind of an inspiration for it. I've not mentioned that yet, but when we were creating it, we talked about two fragrances, Eau Sauvage and Drakkar Noir. So you might find parts of both in the new Les Abs. Where's Eau Sauvage? Omar, what's happening in Divine Vanille by Essential Parfums? Good vanilla. I've not heard of that. Robert loves royal tobacco. Me too. I need a bottle, but I think they're priced at $4.90 for 100 ml. So, yeah. What's happening, Bobby Dior, Bobby Dono. Friday night, 45 minutes work left for me. Sweet. Hopefully you can watch while you're getting paid. Hang out with us. What's your take on Missione? You'd have to send me some so I can let you know. Acren de Fumé is a good chocolatey tobacco. I like that one as well. Acren is really nice. Did their setup test your patience? Bro, I wanted to go in and see what they had, and I did one tour, and I just beelined it. I didn't want to pick up anything. I saw all their testers were attached to zip lines, like those just those stringy things that you connect to a kid, so you don't want to lose your kid, you know? I don't know. And they had these weird, like, I don't know what it was. Like it wasn't, it was like marketing, like all this marketing underneath the bottles trying to, like, selling points. I was like, when the hell did they add all this? Hoping you can help me with some new ideas, trying things to try. I'm going to a nice dinner next week. I have to wear formal attire, and I would like to wear something special. I was looking at my collection and realized that I don't really love sweet fragrances anymore that I used to wear for evenings out. I usually wear clean, dry green fragrances these days. Can you suggest an evening appropriate fragrance that you think I might like? P.S. Sephora in Australia is just as bad as Canada. I feel 100 every time I go in there. I'll never go in there again. Sorry, Galen. I love you, but I do not love Sephora's environment. Change it. Do something, man. For me and Ois. Ois, go with New York Intense for formal dinner. That's perfect. Or Chanel Pour Monsieur, even Eau Sauvage. What's kicking, Paroly? Nauman, what's happening? Good to see you guys on a Friday night. Did Antoine suggest Iris for the beautiful soul theme, or was it you? So Iris is something that I wanted to cover. He was the one that came up with the chocolate, with the cocoa. Like, cocoa wasn't in my brief. When I mentioned Iris, he's like, the Atelier's got this great, amazing cocoa note that I would love to try with the Iris. And I was like, sure, go for it. And when I smelled, like, the first take, I was like, oh my God, literally. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I am working with a master. That's literally what I said. This guy's a friggin' master. I already knew he was a master, but just like the very first brief, I was like, holy shit. Like, this smells like a finished perfume already. Like iPhones at the Apple store. Yeah, exactly like that, Lester. The best evening appropriate fragrance is Frederick Mold the Night. Nah, it smells like poo. It might be offensive. That's offensive. Like if you go to dinner, you might offend people. You might offend people. What everyone have for dinner? We just had nice steak and potatoes. My mom's gone, so I've had to do all the cooking and cleaning. Usually she's the pro and the master, and she doesn't let anyone into her kitchen. Come back, Mom. But now that she's gone, it's like I got to do everything. Which is then you start to appreciate your mama. Fuck, Ma, come back. Come back, Mama. I really like New York Intense. I haven't worn it in years. I'll try it again soon. Funny how our taste changes over time. I have fragrances in my collection that were my ride or dies that I can't stand now. That's so true. Listen, my tastes have changing too. Like I always knocked citrus perfumes. I was never a citrusy guy. But in the last 2 months, that's all I've been wearing, literally. During the days anyway, I've been going to like working out in the gym. When I go to work, I wear a little bit heavier perfumes. But I also got to be very cautious of my coworkers because I work with two like older gentlemen, and they don't like the heavy perfumes. They haven't exactly told me, but they've mentioned it. So because I love them, only because I love them, and they're really sweet to me, I kind of like slow down the heavier perfumes. But I wore actually Balenciaga. Balenciaga is a really heavy perfume, I find, and I wore that to work, and one of them loved it. He's like, "Oh my god." He's like, he stood next to me. He goes, "Every day, new smell, new smell." I said, "Yes, new smell every day." He goes, "I like this one." You love the backgrounds. How about the eggs? Are you okay with the eggs? I already got one complaint for the eggs, but eggs are life. Bless your heart. No, she didn't pass. Robert, she didn't pass away. She's just gone away for vacation with my sister. She'll be back next week. Everything's fine. But thanks. No, she's good. Nothing is for life with fragrances. But the thing is, you can always go back. You can change your mind. You can love something like, oh, he said he's fallen out of his loves. But you can always go back. Like, if you've loved something, I think you can go back. Especially, like, perfume. People are a little bit different. Like, perfume can't offend you the way perfume... Eugene debuting new technology. I didn't create it. I'm just using it. I mean, it's all here. Just use it. It's actually kind of fun, to be honest. How many eggs per day do you eat? I would say on average, roughly about 8. I wonder what kind of fragrance I should wear to my graduation. Wear what makes you happy. I collect smells. Me too, Paroli. We're the same. Eugene, I used to drink raw eggs like Rocky before super early hockey games when there was no time. There's always time to cook eggs. Eggs don't take long to cook. Less than 5 minutes. You should wear Nishane Hachiva. So I wore that once and it got me a migraine. And I promised myself I'll never put that on my skin again. Lick the stream. Yes, Guy, lick the stream. If you're enjoying yourself, lick the stream. Say hello. Let us know what you guys are wearing. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know whatever you want to know. Yeah, taste changes. I just moved the lawn and I just mowed the lawn and ran over some wild raspberries. The cut grass and raspberry smell was kind of nice. I love the smell of fresh cut grass. I love the smell of the wild. Anything outdoorsy. Phil Hartman's voice says Marty McFly. Marty McFly. Welcome back to the future. Do you pickled eggs? Love them. Man, my mom pickles all kinds of shit. Sauerkraut. Not sauerkraut, cabbage. Sometimes this garage reeks of cabbage. It's not bad until she opens the lid, and then I'm like, holy shit. Favorite berries? Blueberries. Easily. Instantly. I just ate $10 of blueberries this afternoon. Blueberries, it's not blueberry season, so they're quite expensive. And I don't buy them when they're expensive, but when they're on sale. So I bought like a bunch of packs. Strawberries on sale, blueberries on sale this week. Pineapple are on sale. I already killed 2 pineapples. Tomorrow I'll kill it. So I've eaten 3 pineapples this week. I love fruit. I'm eating a lot of fruit. I'm eating less processed sugar. We were at the mall and I was like, I got my son. It's my son's birthday next week and he loves baseball caps. He collects baseball caps. I bought him the Milwaukee Brewers cap. It's gorgeous. I love it. The logo is so perfect. The Milwaukee Brewers logo is brilliant. It's an M and a B shaped in the baseball glove. Like, how fucking genius is that? And it looks cool. The colors are amazing. But we walked past the cinnamon bun and I was like so tempted to get Cinnabons. But I passed. I just passed. We'll get them next time. We'll get them next time. Can't spoil ourselves all the time, right? Maybe Neymar. Neymar what? My name is Ois, and I love freshies. I'm not afraid to admit it any longer. Citrus is underrated. There we go. Ois is coming out of the closet. I'm so proud of you, Ois. You can do it. Anyone else want to come out of the closet and introduce themselves? Who else loves citrus freshies? Who else wants to do it? Favorite berries? Yeah, blueberries. I like raspberries, wild berries. Ois, no longer afraid to admit it. What is your favorite freshie? Get yourself some old Creeds for good freshies. Creeds, those old Creeds have that good ambergris. Huckleberry cordials are best chocolates I ever ate. Guys, how's everybody doing? I have to admit, I love citrus. You know, being in Canada, living in Canada, I don't know what it is. I'm just not a big fan of citrus-based perfumes. I guess because it's so damn cold here most of the time, I want things that are heavier and are going to keep me warm. And citrus is the opposite. Citrus is fresh. The weather here is fresh. I want something to contrast that freshness. I want dark, ambery notes that are going to keep me warm. Right? Unless it's summer. This is turning into Aromas Anonymous. Hey, whatever you want to repent for, we're here. You can just confess and we'll throw you a couple of Hail Marys and everything will be all right. We'll even kneel down with you and pray if we have to. I knew I should have gotten Reflection Man. The Reflection Man tester was empty at Holtz. We got to get to Renault. Renault, send some new testers. We want to smell this. We want to smell, was it Reflection? Yeah, anything. What else? Lots of empty testers. I tried a bunch of Byredos. I just can't get into them. I mean, they're nice and all, but they're just really fresh and clean and kind of basic. You know, I don't get those things that spin my head the way Guerlain and Chanel does. You know, those old money. Chanel and Guerlain smell like old money classics. Byredos, it's just like, artificial intelligence? I don't know. It's just not the same. I've been wearing a lot of Tom Ford Oud Wood Parfum, and it really develops into something beautiful on my skin. Awesome. I love that for you. Oud Wood Parfum. I've never worn that, to be honest. And I think I've only worn Oud Wood once. You know what? I've got bins and bins and bins in here, and I'm sure I've got samples of Oud Wood here somewhere in this garage. Robert says, "Forgive me, I've sinned. Almost bought Dior Sauvage. I've bought it 3 or 4 times." He says, "I have the opposite weather problem here in Sydney. In winter, the mornings are usually frosty by midday, so I reserve heavy scents for the evenings. I see snow maybe twice a year." Have you tried Eau Sauvage Extreme? It's a more aromatic, woody take on the original. I think Crystal used to have a bottle of that Eau Sauvage, or the Queer. There's an Eau Sauvage leather, isn't there? He had one of those rare and hard to find Eau Sauvages. I don't know if I've tried it. He had one of those. I think he might have had the leather one. You guys are gonna have a tough time with the Panthers, but I was just talking that with the kids at dinner, Leafs and the Panthers, and they reminded me how the Panthers knocked, what was it, last year in 5 games. So yeah, they're probably the best team in the league right now. They say the Panthers right now are like one of the best franchises in all of sports. So good luck, Leafs. I love eggs. How do you like your eggs? Scrambled, runny, sunny side up? As long as they're, the worst for me is burnt scrambled. Ugh. I'd rather eat them raw. Eggs are great. Top 3 protein. What's your favorite protein? For me, it's steak. Steak is number 1. We just cooked 6 steaks. It's 5. I gotta feed 5 of them. So that's fun. But yeah, steak is my favorite protein as well. Is there an egg note in perfume? No, but I've been thinking about eggs, like for a perfume, and how that would come about. What can you do with eggs in perfume? Like, what happens when you whip eggs really fast? What happens? What do you get when you whip egg? I like my eggs over medium. What's up with the background? Maybe a quiche. I think Eldo would be a perfect brand to utilize egg note. Scrambled eggs are my favorite. A little bit of cream on heat until just cooked and served on buttered toast with some chive. Oh my God. Yum. Chives. Chives are amazing. Yeah, but you don't need a lot of heat to cook eggs or scrambled eggs. 2 times. Back to back, Christine. This oud is slightly animalic. It is Eau de this what they have here, this Esprit, all right? This is what the regular Eau de should be, right? The regular Eau de is nowhere near as good as this. But I've been saying like years ago that they're going to launch another line outside of the exclusives and at a higher price point. And here we are. This is it. And all they did was reformulate, or yeah, they flanked Eau de and put it in this higher tiered price point exclusive line, ultra niche, ultra exclusive. What do you think of Comet? I love Comet. I love Comet. Like, really love it. Where are you? Comet. There it is. Comet's my baby. Comet is gorgeous. Rose, iris, violet, and powdered. But it has this incredible starchiness to it. And that's one of my favorite parts. And vanilla. I would call Comet a vanilla perfume. Comet is a floral vanilla. I could see egg yolk note being blended in. Egg white for something fresh, maybe. Like a whipped, yeah, like a whipped cream, or kind of like this milky mayonnaise. That's kind of, yeah. Yeah, that is something Aldo would do, mayo. I'm not sure how that would turn out. Bacon mushroom quiche. Bois d'Argent Esprit de Parfum coming this summer. So the one that I've smelled, I thought it was Bois d'Argent, but it wasn't. It was Ombre Nuit, and that stuff was fire. But then I remember somebody saying that a Bois d'Argent shouldn't be big and overdose. Bois d'Argent is a skin scent. What do you guys think of that? Should Bois d'Argent be a skin scent? Butter would be decent. Who doesn't like but I love buttery perfumes. A buttery and creamy. Esprits are great, huh? I wonder who is responsible for that. Who, Christine? Who? And why do you like him so much? What is it you like about him? Tell us your favorite thing about him. Esprit Isfahan. Didn't you not know, Bobby? Were you not aware of that? I thought I was like, I was the last guy to find out. I'm usually the last guy to find out about this stuff. Oud is perfect for Canada. I tried Oud for Greatness today. That's not for Canada. I would tariff the shit out of that. What is your favorite Guerlain designer fragrance? So in the designer range, I would say something from Ideal Eau de Parfum. Rodolfo, who loves you, baby? Who loves you, baby? Bois d'Argent Esprit would be next level. I imagine they'll be fantastic. I imagine this whole collection's amazing. Like at that price point, who would buy them? So watch, they're going to start the whole collection explosive like that, just like the way the Maison Christian Dior did. And once they get people hooked, then they'll start watering them down. Just like the Absolutes d'Orient. The first few were amazing. Like then people get hooked. And then they're just like these really boring ideas that not everyone catches. Same as the Aqua Lagorias. How many great Aqua Lagorias do you get? Everyone great is hated on. That is very true, Christine. But that's not what I asked you. Yeah, that is very true. Which is your favorite from the Desert Gems? Okay, so for what I mean, I don't have one favorite. I would wear them for different situations. Like I like the night for, I don't know, I like to wear the night around Christmas time. Um, for formal things. I like the Moon for going out. Like, I would wear them for completely different things. I think the night for me is more for being indoors. I don't know if I would wear it out. The Moon I would wear out. I also really like Dawn. Promise I wasn't a big fan of. Like, I could totally skip Promise. But the Night, the Moon, and Dawn were all pretty great. Bois d'Argent is a great skin scent. I think it could coexist with a slightly heavier flanker. The OG is a perfect skin scent, though. Yeah, I'd be interested in Bois d'Argent Esprit. What are the prices on these, though? Does anyone remember? I think they were over 600, weren't they? And how many mils were you getting for 600? You guys can't see the sky. It's really. We got a clear sky tonight. Thankful for that. I love clear skies. Honey, eggs, figs, and money. What do you guys love? What do you guys love? I love my kids and my parents and my pot. Buddy, what is happening, buddy? What about French Lover? What about French Lover, Richolas? What about it? Do I like it? Yes, I really like French Lover. French Lover is earthy and wild. It's something that you would catch only in the wild. So it's like green, bitter galbanum, but swampy and really incensey. Bois d'Orage. Bois d'Orage. Which name do you guys prefer? French Lover or Bois d'Orage? Electric Woods, I think it means. It's so woody. Esprit is only 60 mil, I think. Crazy expensive, but I don't think Dior gives a fuck anymore. 60 mil, how much? 600? How much US dollars? Janet, good to see Janet. Hi, Janet. I saw Northern Lights last night. Maybe you will see them tonight too. Hopefully, I'll be out here all night until I go out with the kids, but I'll be back. And Anik Menardo did a great job at Bois d'Argent, eh? What do you think of Synthetic Nature? Alessis is 470 US dollars for 60 mil. I mean, it's pretty damn good perfume, but I mean that is a lot of money. So what was that? What do you think of Synthetic Nature? I like that as well. I have the one that's called Synthetic Jungle. That's again really green, bitter, floral. I'll stop trolling. It's okay, troll away, Christina. I'm not offended. Jenna says I tried Outrageous and it was gone in 10 minutes. For a frag with a name like that, it was nothing. Yeah, wasn't crazy about Outrageous either. Outrageous I thought was just average. Just regular. It could have been named regular. Nothing really special about it. How about that one, huh? The weather here has cooled down a lot in the mornings this week. I've been able to wear some of my faves, including Rokabar and new addition to the collection, Sycamore. I'm a happy boy. That's kind of what Purpose reminds me of, is Rokabar. It's so woody and piney and green and incensey and woody, like being outdoors in the woods, exactly like Rokabar, but so like different, smooth, ashy. Anyone get that Rokabar Purpose comparison? I want to get Diaghilev this week. Good perfume to get. I would say congratulations. Oh, Alessia says Vetiver Extraordinaire by Frederic Malle is one of the best Vetivers on the market, even today. Well, I would say it's one of my favorites. Yes, I would agree with you. I love Sycamore. Okay, so Vetiver Extraordinaire or Sycamore? What is it? What would you guys choose? How do I do it? Can I do a poll here? Let's do a poll. Let's do Vetiver Extraordinaire. Extraordinaire. And Sycamore. Let's have some fun. Here we go. Okay, let's add an option. Give me some more Vetivers. Vetiver Tonka. Or should we just keep those two? Let's just keep those two. Christine, send me an Otani bubblehead. I was watching, something came up. Bobblehead night at Dodger Stadium or something. All the people in the front row in the box seat were just like leaving their bobbleheads behind. Like the rich people, they don't take the bobbleheads home. They just leave them on the floor there, still in the boxes. How strange is that? How strange is that? I love Alien and Lulu and Fracas. Ooh. I really struggled with Fracas. I want Amouage Epic 56. Every time I smell Rokabar, I wonder why I don't wear it more often. Yeah, Rokabar is gorgeous. Jared says Sycamore. Vetiver Tonka is too sweet. Encre Noir. Oh, he says I choose Sycamore, but Vetiver Extraordinaire is a very close second for me. Vetiver Extraordinaire is so cold and almost clinical to me, but it scratches an itch I never knew I had. I would say Sycamore feels more classic, but when it comes down to actually wearing them, I feel like I wear Vetiver Extraordinaire more. Probably says Vetiver Extraordinaire is my ride or die. Joseph says hands down Sycamore. Janet says Sycamore is so unusual. What makes it unusual? Sycamore is damn gorgeous. Sycamore, I find, is more dry and ambery. and it's got the tobacco and sandalwood, but dry, 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 dry. And it's piney with juniper. Very piney. Vetiver and dry and rooty and smoky. Vetiver Extraordinaire is smoky too, but in a very different, it's like wet smoke. Sycamore to me is like dry smoke. As if you're burning dry leaves, dry woody branches. And Sycamore feels like it has a mustard seed note. I've always gotten something mustery from it. Also, Vetiver by Roja is excellent. I forgot to put Guerlain Vetiver in that list. Oh, probably the greatest Vetiver of all time. Next time. Sorry, Guerlain. Sorry, Jean-Paul. Or Jacques. Sorry, Jacques, wherever you are. I know he's down. He's watching and going, motherfucker. No, it was Jean-Paul. He's still alive, actually. So never mind. Never mind. Milo says Timbuktu. Christine says, okay, I'll send you Dodgers gear. I don't even know how to get... I'm only kidding. No, you don't need to send me anything. You're good. You're good. Purpose is Quentin Beach. Yes. And it has a stated Akigala wood on the packaging. I didn't get anything offensive or weird or any sort of ambery. It didn't offend me in one bit. Actually, when I sprayed it, I didn't know it was a Kenton Beach. I didn't know it had Akigala wood. I sprayed it. I was like, oh, wow, this is actually really, really, really nice. And then you turn the box around and it has the name of the perfumer on the box, all the ingredients, not the ingredients, but the materials, like the naturals and stuff. And yeah, I thought it was really nice. My daughter loves Mugler Alien. We had a cat named Alien. According to my kids, the cat came down in a spaceship from planet Zulu. So I love your kids' imagination. That's amazing. If I get a cat or a dog, I would name him Wasser. Bellamy Vetiver by Jean-Claude Elena has a nice vetiver. It does. But it's a sweet. It is a sweet vetiver. There's something very sweet in the opening of that. Bellamy Vetiver. The first time I tried it, I wasn't in love with it. I was not in love with it at all. But now I'm kind of obsessed with it. Smoked vetiver. Dry, earthy, rooty smoked vetiver. Jerry says, I love the dry down of sycamore. Smooth vetiver with creamy sandalwood and a touch of vanilla. Guerlain vetiver smells like straight up nail polish remover in the same family with gray vetiver. I think Guerlain vetiver is one of the classiest things out there. I think Comet is sparkling too at the opening. What is the best earthy fragrance in your opinion? Well, Guerlain, Vetiver Extraordinaire is extremely earthy and rooty. So is Angelique sous la pluie by Frederic Malle. It's like you put your fist, like you drove it right through the ground and you pulled up all sorts of earth along with roots of plants, soil, all sorts of, I don't know, earthy notes. What's the one from Guerlain called? The one in the testicle bottle that later became Harrow's. That is extremely earthy and forest flory. You know the smell of the forest floor? It's kind of like that mossy green, the crap that grows on trees, right? That's extremely earthy. What's the name of the testicle bottle or the gun sack bottle before Harrow's? Oh God, I can't remember right now. Does anyone remember? My daughters are identical twins, so their imagination was on steroids. I can imagine their energy bouncing off of each other all the time. That's amazing. It's almost like sharing one brain, but also having like your own input. It's like they share a similar vibration, right? Have you tried Amouage Search? Search was there as well. I tried Search. Search is much fresher. Have you tried Rosendo Mateo 5? I've not. Oh, Sycamore is destroying all the other Vetivers. Even Timbuktu has more votes than Vetiver Extraordinaire. How do I get rid of this poll now? I read an interview with Quentin where he says that a perfume student, he would sleep fields of roses to understand everything about the smell. Where did he find the feel of Aki Hollywood? He found it here in his imagination. That's his job. That's his job as an artist, is to create that smell and that feeling. That's got to come from his brain, but I imagine he got inspiration in the same way out in the wild. Christine says, if I had a twin, ooh, sorry to hear that, Christine. Omar says, I'll give it a chance. I would love to have a twin. I think that sounds great. Amouage material surprised me. A great amber. I really liked Royal Tobacco. Stop the count. Should I end the poll? You guys want to end the poll? Why? 16 votes. Sycamore is winning. Well, we'll keep it going for a bit longer. Vetiver is hands down one of the best in the Frederick Mall lineup, if not the best. Absolute masterpiece. Vetiver. Rose Iris Violet, right? Musk. That's the one that was inspired by Après Leonde, no? I gotta be honest, I think I prefer Comet to both of those. Vetiver. Christine says one of me is enough. Janet says I have material. It is amazing. However, I find it best on fabric and it loses the special note on skin. Sycamore is very sparkling in the opening. It's beautiful. I don't remember it being sparkling or citrusy. Banana is going to be the next trend in perfume. It's probably better than the bubble gum they're doing now. With the AI background, it looks like you're floating in outer space. I will be soon. Comet is my favorite Chanel. I love Comet too. I love the way I feel when I wear it. I feel like I'm going to space. I mean, it was inspired by space, by shooting stars, asteroids, comets. So, and it has that kind of fizzy top to it. It has a beautiful trail as well. The cherry blossom is gorgeous. It's addictive, really. It's a sugary cherry blossom. That's what it is. I feel like there's what's that baking sugar called? Sugar powder, that powder stuff. I feel like there's a sugary powder note in there. Powdered sugar. Not like a granular sugar, but specifically that powdered sugar stuff. ML says, "Oh God, no! Please, no! Not the worst thing, but we already have ylang ylang." That's what I was thinking too when I saw the banana trend is ylang ylang, and that brings to mind Hermes's Vanille Galante. That is, I get banana from that. Well, he says I find sycamore to be spicy in the opening. First 30 seconds, I get sparkling freshness. Oh, I think I read this already. Favorite Chanel? That is a tough question. So many. Yeah, all of them. My answer is usually, when somebody asks me, like, what is your favorite? I just say all of them. Oh, what is your favorite? All of them. You know what I mean? What's your favorite song? All of them. What's your, like, I don't have to pick. If I had one, I'd tell you. I would clearly tell you. Confectionery sugar. Yeah, it's like, that sugar that you sprinkle on top of baked goods. Powdered sugar, that's what it is. Powdered sugar. Baking sugar. Yeah, confectionery sugar. It has a starchy note. Comet has something starchy in it. It's not, I don't know, is it laundered starch? When you iron your shirt and you spray that starch to keep the shirt stiff? Something like that. But Acne Studios has the exact same thing. Where's I have a picture of Acne here. Acne does the exact same thing, but even heavier than the Chanel. Acne is super starchy, but I think it's less sugary though. This is more laundered detergent starch, where the Chanel is more sugary cherry blossom starch. Favorite Guerlain, mine might be L'Heure Bleue. Janet, I wore a vintage L'Heure Bleue yesterday. Rose, iris, violet, powdery starches, vanilla, leather. Same as Comet. Same as Après Leon Day. Absolutely beautiful. I love it as well. But I think my favorite Guerlain might still be Mitsuko. That's my baby. That's my ride or die. And it has loved me to no end. So I'm loyal. I'm loyal to Mitsuko. But I love L'Heure Bleue as well. I love Le Lion, but I don't wear it often enough. I don't wear it often enough either. I just find it challenges me. And it's bigger than me. And I feel like it's always telling me, like, it's always pushing me around, and that's why I don't wear it. I don't like to be pushed around, you know what I mean? I'll be even with you, but I won't be below you. And I feel like Le Lion tries to dominate me. And I gotta be in the specific mood for Le Lion. Or even things like Ombre Sultan, right? Ombre Sultan, we had it in the stream earlier, and when my son came over, I had Ombre Sultan on the table, Grand Soir, and Eau Sauvage, and he sprayed them. He really liked Eau Sauvage, but he found Ombre Sultan vile. He's like, oh. And I just realized, okay, it's not mass appealing, right? Ombre Sultan is not mass appealing. I'm not surprised he didn't like it. He was like, "This is gross, Dad. Why would you wear this?" And I was like, "Let me look. Let me like get a closer whiff of it." And I was like, "Well, I can imagine not too many people would love this. It's kind of like an acquired taste. Ambers aren't the easiest thing to love. Not all fragrance lovers love ambers or spicy orientals. You know, that could be offended." I like ylang too. I mean, ylang is a big part of those classics. If you like Coco Chanel, if you like, not Nahima, Samsara, that is a huge ylang. You know, all those classics are built on. Ylang is part of those classic floral accords with rose and iris, orange blossom, jasmine, tuberose. Ylang is a huge part of those. Opinion on Hermes Voyage. Nice, sparkly. It's it's a fresh, woody, warm, spicy sort of thing. Nice. Lots of citrus, lots of woods, vetiver, fresh, clean, crisp, masculine, a bit green. Nice. Easy to like. Janet says, I have Lilion. It's challenging. The dry down is exquisite. Emil says, I like ylang too, but all these sweets and fruits and frags are driving me nuts. Yeah. But the beauty is we don't have to buy all of them, right? We only buy the ones we love. High carb fragrances. I'm not a big fan of like sweet things, but I can enjoy them from time to time. I cannot get on board with Shalimar, sadly. Screechy on me. It's very gasoline-ish. Shalimar is gasoline. It is gas, like literally gas. You know, and you get gas on you at the gas station? That's Shalimar. But way better with vanilla, bergamot and vanilla. Christine says, my fragrances are mostly basic, but my personality ain't. Yeah, you don't want your fragrances to outshine you. I agree with you about Lelion. The dominance is why I find it challenging. See, I find Coco just as big of a perfume, maybe even bigger than Lelion, but it doesn't dominate me the same way Lelion does. Well, Lelion whips me. Like, I feel like I'm the horse and Lelion is the carriage, and it's whipping me to go faster. You know what I mean? Like, it's work wearing Lelion. Janet says, I find Ombre Sultan horrible, but I love Grand Soir, Musk Ravageur, Baby Cat, Coco. Love Deep Ambers, but something in Ombre Sultan just no. So after I sprayed Ombre Sultan again this afternoon, I was like, oh wow, this is really, really good. I thought it was quite brilliant, to be honest. But I can totally understand why some people would be offended by it. Well, he says Ombre Sultan is more divisive than I thought. I love it, but I accept that its herbaceous qualities aren't everyone's cup of tea. I think it's the bay leaf. And that I also love the same bay leaf in Guerlain's Bois Mystérieux. It's one of my favorite spices in all of perfume. So I love it in Ambre Sultan and in Bois Mystérieux. There isn't one Serge Lutens that I like. Favorite Vetivers. Extraordinaire's coming back. Sycamore's still leading at 48%. What's your favorite Hermes? I got a lot of favorite Hermes. A lot of favorite Hermes. I love Terre. I love Ombre Narguilé. I love Poivre de Samarcande. I love 24 Faubourg, Princess Diana's signature. That to me is kind of a riff off of like Chanel number 5. Orange blossomy Chanel 5. Very waxy and floral and green and sandalwoody. I like the sandalwood in 24 Faubourg. Like a vanilla sandalwood. A Bellamy. I love Bellamy. I love Bellamy Vetiver. Like for the leather accords, the smoked leather. I'm intrigued by florals. I want to try Hermes 24 Faubourg and Jour de Hermes. They had a couple of Jours that were discontinued that were really beautiful as well. Big florals. There was 3 altogether, and now I think there's only 1 Jour. Have you tried Voyage? I have Voyage, yes. I have the Parfum version. I received a sample of Habit Rouge Privé. It is straight up orange blossom water from the beginning to end. You get all the other stuff like the vanilla and leather and rose. What's happening, Journey? Good to see Robert. Hope you're doing well, bro. 11. Oh, we're almost 11:11. We got to spark one up for 11:11. If you got them, light them up. Christine says, I enjoy going into non-fragrant streams and asking what people sent of the day is my guilty pleasure. Number one, no one ever answers me. Well, I'm not surprised because they probably don't know what SOTD. They probably think you're talking about STDs. Well, I got gonorrhea today. What'd you get today, Christine? A little bit of hep. Between friends, never hurt anybody. I did not get any other notes from Habit Rouge Priv. So I don't even remember like Orange Blossom being a part of Habit Rouge. Like Habit Rouge, to me it's mostly rosewood. It's a very citrusy. The opening opens with an eau de cologne top. It has an eau de cologne top, very citrusy, before it transitions into like this floral heart of like rose and carnation, and maybe there's orange blossom, but I don't particularly, I never found Habit Rouge like an orange blossom fragrance, but I've not smelled the Prive either. Bellamy Vetiver reminds me of gingerbread, slightly suede like as well. Odd juxtaposition, but it works. I love gingerbread accords in fragrance. What is the name of the forest floor one you mentioned a few minutes ago? Oh God, what the hell was the name of it? So in it came in the bottle in the Parisians collection, and it was called L'Âme d'un Héros. Lame Dun Heroes. But what was the name of the one? Somebody remind me. It's discontinued. Coriolan, that's what it's called. Guerlain Coriolan. It's a floral forest floor, very green and mossy. Is Rich Mitch coming to see you like Galen did? If he wants to. No, but Galen came from work. Galen got paid to come here. Galen didn't come here to visit me. Galen was working in Toronto, and that's why he you know, we got to hang out. Galen got paid really good money to hang out here. He got a nice hotel. And I watched your old reviews on Habit Rouge. It was awesome. I'm glad you liked it. Do you think Habit Rouge is unisex? Yes, I think women can wear Habit Rouge. It's soft enough. Habit Rouge is a very soft masculine fragrance. It doesn't have the sharp cutting line. It's very soft, warm, and powdery. It doesn't have like the sharp, woody, spicy notes in it. And when it was launched, like the Guerlain family actually did not like it. They said this wasn't masculine enough. Hi, Lynn. Good to see Lynn. It's been a while since we've seen Lynn. Welcome. Christine says, I went into Scott Bale's weekly live streams and asked what cologne he is wearing. No answer. Asked 3 or 4 times. I didn't know he had a... Scott Bales, is that the actor? Like from... Who's the Boss? Who is that? I bought Declaration Parfum. I think it's totally unisex. Merv. The Merv. I gotta adjust my seat. The Merv. So, yeah, I really like the purpose. I'm getting so much of the incense is gorgeous. Whatever incense they're using is amazing. Give me a second. Oh, that purpose is really, really nice. Like really nice. It hits. And it's, you know what it is? What I really like about it, it's not as heavy as all the other Amouages. It actually feels so much lighter. If you're really good at it, why do it for free? What are we talking about? Why do it for free? And what are we good at, Lily? What are you really good at that you could charge people money for? Do human pheromones really work? Science says it does, but I don't think they are too potent. What do you mean, do human pheromones work? Do they work on what? The opposite sex? You mean in attracting a partner, a mate? Well, ask yourself, are you attracted to the smell of your partner's pheromones, their smell? I imagine most people would be. If you love your person, you would love their smell, right? It's a part of them. It's part of the attraction. It's part of the chemistry. I mean, if you're revolted by their smell, you'd be, well, probably be revolted by your partner. I couldn't imagine being revolted by my partner's smell. And everyone has their own unique smell, right? Just pick up your shirt after a day of wearing it and smell the armpit part. Is that regular purpose or 50? It's this one. Right, I think it's just the regular purpose. I love incense notes. I get incense from Grand Soir and Gucci. This is all incense. This is really gorgeous, dry, smoky, dark incense. It's very churchy. I feel like I'm in a church in the forest. But not in a Descendre sort of way. Lily says, I can't say that here. Ooh. Go repent, Lily. Go to church. If that's what you mean. Did you get a chance to try the... I didn't go to that mall, Jared. I didn't have enough time as my kids were coming, so I just went to this mall closer. I had to get my kid a gift for his birthday. But I'm going to go to the... I'll probably go there tomorrow to the other mall. Will you have a new live again with Antoine? You had one a while ago. We might, yeah, we might do a live. Never really planned one, but maybe for the new release we could. We'll see. If it's necessary, yeah, sounds good. Janet says, I charge people money to write. I'm a professional writer. Really? What kind of things do you write? Can you write like perfume marketing, Janet? I gotta write the marketing for my next perfume. Last time I wrote it with Guerlain. Actually, I had it written, but I kind of didn't like everything. So like last minute, me and Guerlain got like on a WhatsApp, and it was like for hours, and we sat there for hours rewriting all the marketing, but everything worked out great. Lily says, I can make cinnamon rolls. Damn. Lily likes to jack the insulin, eh? All that sugar. Lily can spike your insulin, boys. The best pheromone is love. Ooh. You might be right, Ois. You might be right. It's the best frequency. It's the best vibration to be on. And the best part about that is it's everywhere. Love is everywhere. Eugene loves stinky armpits. I do. I really do. Brandon, what's happening, Brandon? Good to see Brandon. Yeah, buddy. How you doing? Let me see. Is that really you? It is you. Lily says I might have to kneel for too long at church. Let's use AI. No, let's not use AI. AI sucks for that sort of stuff. It's always very evident when somebody's using AI in Instagram. It's horrible. Even the art, like I don't even enjoy the AI art. I'm like, okay, it's cool to see, but it's just not the same as human made. Yes, I can write marketing copy. I've worked on web content, instructional material research, and marketing. That's awesome. Eugene commissioned Persolet for write-up. Why didn't you go to Excellence in Milan? I've got too many things going on here. Like my sister invited me to Florida too with my mom. I can't. I got things. I got things holding me here, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not wearing an ankle bracelet or anything, but I got things holding me. What does love smell like? Freedom, fresh air, kisses, nibbles, warmth, chestnuts, roasted chestnuts, carnations, roses, tulips, lavender, vanilla, almond cocoa butter, coconut, sunscreen, but mostly like maybe the sun. Like love doesn't have to be all romantical, does it? You can find love outside of romance. Lily says, I'm sweet already. The cinnamon roll is just to out you in a diabetic coma. See, these women, they'll do anything to suck you in, They use sugar to lure you in. And sugar would work on most people. It's me. Hope you're doing safe and doing great. Let's go. I hope you're doing well, brah. Hope you're good. Good to see ya. I got something for you. This is for you, bro. Here we go. Mitzi. Yeah, AI writing is totally soulless. I hate it. Same. I can see right away. I'm sure all of you can notice it. Put up a pic of cooked eggs, runny side. I don't have any. The only ones I have are the ones that are loaded into the app, and I can't load anymore until the next stream. Sadly, AI content is a lot better than what a lot of people. That is true too. It is interesting, but it's also very evident. I made blueberry brand muffins with chopped almonds. Now there is a smell to die for. What does love smell like to you guys? How about pineapples? How about inner thigh? I love the smell of inner thigh. Yum. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go get. I'll bring you guys with me. Here we go. All right, it's sour diesel time. Now we're going to the moon, folks. Oh, this purpose is really nice. I'm starting to get like a soft vanilla from it. Nothing overwhelming or overbearing, but a really nice. Or is that from somewhere else? Do you like the scent of stone slate? I guess I would. Are you talking about any fragrance in specific? Agreed. Persole has a very distinct style. I'm revoking my like. Why? What happened? What insulted you? What offended you, Wills? Lilacs in the spring. Petrichor. Let's see those chandeliers. I show you that here. Here, you can't see that, can you? There's the outdoor chandelier. I need that, otherwise I'll be invisible. Did you buy the? No, I'm only wearing a sample. I got a tester. I got the tester at the store. I didn't buy it. Did you buy the full bottle of Purpose? I don't think I can recall any Amouage of it. I don't think I've reviewed any Amouage. Do I dislike Mansera? I do. I'm not a fan of Mansera. How accessible is button? It's everywhere. As long as you're 18, you can buy it. Do you enjoy Mansera is the question. For the recent Shoppers Drug Mart sale, I got 20% off a big bottle of Dior Addict. The one in the navy blue bottle. I don't trust Dior to not discontinue it. I've got Addict. It's gorgeous. Addict is a big jasmine vanilla. It smells a bit like Shalimar Souffle. Orange, lots of orange blossom. It's a big, heady, white floral orange blossom and incense. Why is that? I find them... They're just not my style, I gotta be honest. I find them scratchy and... Just, I don't enjoy wearing them. They're very heavy and... They lack the nuance that I look for in French perfume. I like French perfume, like... You know what I mean? And Manseras are mostly Middle Eastern, heavy attars, heavy ouds, heavy smoky notes, you know. It's not my thing. They just do oud over and over and over again. I like lots of green florals and... I like more I don't like dainty things, but I like daintier than Mansera. I like Blessed Baraka from Initio. It's Maria's. Who did Oud for Greatness? Love the smell like Bulgarian rose oil. Love smells like Bulgarian rose. What perfume smells like love, guys? Everyone name at least one perfume that smells of love. And I'll tell you mine. But you got to tell me yours. I actually got two. Two that come to mind immediately. But why does Bulgarian rose smell like love to you? It's funny. Rose is one of the highest vibrating natural oils. And love is very high vibrating. How much was the Eau Sauvage? $155. I bought my son for his birthday also the new DHP. I'm giving him on Tuesday. Elixir's $310. I had no idea it was so expensive for designer fragrance for 60 ml. I was blown away. I was kind of talking to the sales assistant. I was like, what the hell's going on? Why is this $310? Like, that's the niche prices. You know what I mean? Those are niche prices. Now, they're charging $310 for designers. You know what that means? What fragrance note do you dislike? For me personally, I really dislike ylang. I dislike papyrus. I find papyrus bothers my nose. Welcome to India. Oh, welcome to Canada. Comet is love. Comet smells like love to you? Yeah. I find number 5 smells like love. Big aldehydic floral. It smells so sunny, but the florals are so gorgeous. It's like the florals love me in there, because I feel really happy. I feel like I'm in love when I wear 5. I think that's why it reminds me of love, as those florals bring me to life. Smells like love, cocoa. Christine loves Morellas. Anyone smell the new Drake fragrance? Drake's got a new fragrance. And Guerlain Rose Barbar, it reminds me of love. Rose Barbar smells like love. That's another one that makes me extremely happy. I can't believe I've waited so long to wear it. Like years. I'm talking years. It's a big fruity rose. Extremely, like way fruitier than I thought I remembered. It's like got like raspberry and lychee and something else, maybe like black currant or what's the fruit note? What's the other fruit note in Rose Barbar? That's another Kurdian. But that's so good. Rose Barbar is so underrated. Portrait of a Lady smells like a hug from someone you can always feel comfortable. That's another beauty. Rose Patchouli. I'm dating this girl my age. I would love to gift her a fragrance. What would you recommend? What's your name? How come you don't have a name next to your picture? What can I call you, good sir? Good citizen. What would you gift her? How much money do you want to spend? You want designer, you want niche. Honestly, dude, I would just go Chanel. You know what I mean? But if you go with, you're 20, you don't need to spend a whole lot of money. Unless you're a fucking billionaire. Well, I wouldn't go niche. Just get her any designer fragrance. I think the simpler the better at that age. Unless you know, like you have to know your audience, right? Like you would know better. I don't know this person. Is she creative? Is she artistic? Is she simple? Like what does she want? You know, this is all very personal, dude. Like I can spit out 100 different things, but is she gonna love them? You got to know your audience. How do you know the rose is the highest vibration? It makes sense. Well, Google it. But I also feel it. Baccarat Rouge 540 is love. It's been copied so much. How can it not be love? If I like leather oud, would I enjoy Oud d'Isfahan? So Oud d'Isfahan is the rose version of the leather in leather oud. Right? If you like rose, you would, yes. If you like rose, you would love Oud d'Isfahan, I imagine. It's just as, I would say it's just as dirty and animalic and Middle Eastern. It's a big, bold perfume, no doubt. 1957 is love makes me happy. Yeah, I like 1957, but I don't love it as much as, you know, my true les exclusive loves like 31 Rue, like Bois de Zile, like Bella Despiro, right? I enjoy 57, but I don't love it. Like I'm not obsessed with it the same way. Lynn says Mousse Kublai Khan is loving to me. I can't think of a perfume that smells like love. Is loving. Hey, as long as you love it. You want to be called Mysterious Man? All right. Mysterio. My strain of the day is runts. I've got these Jean-Guys going. I'm really enjoying the Jean-Guys, but I'm slowly starting to go back to what are those fuckers called? 20-year-olds are loaded these days. I don't know how or why, but they all seem to be. Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? It's all that new money. It's all the new internet money. Mon Guerlain could be really nice for someone in their 20s and a very safe buy, I think. She's a very creative woman. Tell us more, Mysterio. Janet says most people have vanilla notes, love vanilla notes, which is why I recommend Mon Guerlain. Also, Chanel Allure Sensuelle is gorgeous and better than the ever popular Coco. I think, yeah, I think they're both pretty great, Allure Sensuelle and Coco. Sensuelle is way more vanillic, and Coco is more about the floral accord. Chanel Egoiste smells like love. That's because you love it. How does Egoiste remind you of love? What about it? Thanks, guys. You're welcome. Lily kind of explained what your name was there. Hola, what's happening, James? Congratulations to you, my sire. James going through a big transformation. Interesting times, huh? Good to see ya. How are you doing? Try that Declaration EDP yet? I have. No. EDP. Oh, that's the new one. No. I thought, no, I've got the Parfum, I've got the EDT. I've not tried the... When did the EDP come out? Janet says perfume is highly personal. What about a gorgeous decanter she can use to fill her favorite scent, like Hermes leather one, available in 3 different colors? What is the best edition flanker of Shalimar? Souffle. For me, I love Souffle. Smell of Love, Mom's Sunday Morning Soup. What perfume would that be, Lils? I was thinking of getting her a discovery kit. I'm not sure from what else. There's something from MFK. She'll be happy with that. It's an easy house to like. Get her Kirky. How much money do you want to spend? Get her Kirky. There you go. Cost you $300, and she'll love you for. You'll get at least a week from it, I imagine, if she's new. She'll love you for 5 days at least for that. But then after 5 days, you'll have to get her something else. So. Janet says, how about Gentle Fluidity Gold? That's a nice, nice vanilla. Vanilla and juniper. Vanilla? I think it's Souffle is the most different. Souffle to me is jasmine. Souffle totally mixes up Shalimar. Loses the amber accord. It's way more smoother, way more vanillic and ghostly and jasmine-y. It's very different. It loses the gasoline-ish, the ghoulish, and it smells a lot more like Dior Addict. Bobby Ono says, bro, I'm at the grocery store. Cinnamon Crunch still on sale. 2 for $7, small box. So my mom went to Costco last week and she came home with a huge box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which obviously noticing that I've been buying it. So she bought it in bulk. And it was a 2-pound box for $10, which was half of the price that I would be paying in the grocery store. You can get it like the 1-pound box in the grocery store is $10. So it's the same price at Costco, but for double the quantity. Bobby is the best smelling guy at Costco in the bank. He's got to keep going to the bank to keep going to Costco. Is that why you keep going to the bank? Because you're always at Costco or what? Because I know Costco is damn expensive. I mean, everything in there is cheap, but they make you buy so goddamn much of it that it adds up. Can't go in there without $500. You need $500 in your pocket just to get those doors to open. You think a stoned Elena ate Cinnamon Toast Crunch and then inspired Humber Nargil? It would be a good story. And burn out Elena. Now I cannot unsee that. Costco is great. Costco online has some great perfumes. Who's Bobby buying in bulk for you? That's a good question. He's got all those ladies around him. Who knows, man? He's always filming ladies. So always these ladies buzzing around Bobby. Bobby's saying, come on, 500, please. What is it, 1,000? You need $5,000 to get in there? Best 80 cent is Coco. The OG, not the Mademoiselle. Or Noir. Or Dior Poison. Coco is the easiest for me to wear of those, which is, I mean, oddly weird because it's a friggin' huge perfume itself. Also, 80s masterpieces, Moosed. Nata, hello Nata. Good to see Nata. How are you? We're doing great here, Friday evening. We're just chilling and vibing and buzzing and here, loving life. But I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Friday. Thanks for chilling with us. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's good to see you. Well, he says, interesting to know about Soufflot. I'm usually weary of flankers that go off the rails versus source materials. Well, cool to hear that this one works. Also, Rokabar versus Heritage. Thoughts? Ooh, that's actually a pretty good comparison. I I don't know. What do you want? What do you want to know? Like which one I like better, or you want me to describe the smells? What do you want to know? We got to get Eugene bobbleheads. Maybe I should get those with the next reliefs. Eugene bobblehead caps. Saturday morning here. Did Galen find the Mousse de Cartier parfum? I don't know. SOS Galen, let us know. Did you find Mousse de Cartier? Galen's probably sleeping. He's an early bird. He's in bed by 9 p.m. His time, not my time. His time. I find the evolution of fragrance through the years very interesting. Yeah, all of us do. But I love the evolution of fragrance on my skin more while I'm wearing it and enjoying it. Do you garden, Eugene? Grow any flowers for inspiration? My parents do a lot of gardening. Yeah, they do. They've also got a shit ton of roses in the backyard and geraniums. Also, something that, like, I think it's a tuberose, but they say no, it's not tuberose, but it smells like tuberose to me. They call it a hosta. It looks like tuberose to me, though. Holt Renfrew sells mousse de parfum. I love MFK Amiris. What are you liking about Amiris? Amiris never really caught on with me. What is it about Amiris? First perfume I bought for myself with my own money was Flower Bomb. What was yours? I like Flower Bomb. Mine was, I'll tell you, it came in a blue bottle. A Ralph Lauren Polo Sport. The first one I bought with my own money. I worked at a grocery store called Sunkissed, and I bagged groceries for $4 an hour. That was my first job. Before I had paper routes before that. Yeah, but I bagged groceries for $4 an hour. Rocabar versus Heritage. I was wondering which you prefer and why. I prefer the opening of Heritage, but the dry down of Rocabar is really beautiful. I mean, they are both beautiful in their own ways. Like, there's so much beauty here that, I don't know, picking them apart is... Rocabar feels to me very foresty. It feels like I'm out in the forest with pine trees and woods and needles and earth and dirt and forest floor and all of that. Leaves and mulch and smoke, vetiver, roots, berries, you know, that sort of thing. And Heritage to me is more lavender and shaving foam and powder, you know. They're both really good masculine, like classically masculine fragrances. They're both brilliant. Which do I prefer? That's a tough question. That's a really good question. I would have to, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to spray them on right now next to each other. I would probably lean Heritage right now. But if I spray them, I could change my mind. Janet says first perfume I bought for myself was Miss Dior back in the late 70s, followed by Dior Essence and L'Interdit. What's everyone's first perfume they've ever bought with their own money? First perfume I bought was CK Eternity Summer. Would you put a lilac bush in your yard, or is it more romantic to find them on the walk? I would definitely put one on my yard, and I would romance myself every time I smell it. Yes, put it in your yard. Your yard is allowed to be romantic. Or you can have like other people walk by your house and be romanced by your bush. No way. I love. Uh, James says mine was Burberry London. Still have that bottle with the juice in it. That's a classic too. I never got around to purchasing that. That was a big hype train on YouTube early back in YouTube. That was like everybody's favorite Christmas perfume. Everyone used to do seasonal lists, like so like at Christmas time, there'd be like these top 10 lists of favorite Christmas perfumes, and that was usually on everyone's list. Burberry, that London in the Burberry pattern. Oh yes, the store where you saw the blade. That was another grocery store. Christine, if you like the iris scent, ask your mom to grow Immortal Iris and Speed Limit Iris. Unbelievable profiles. What are those? Immortality Iris and Speed Limit Iris? I had the original Miss Dior, very different Chypre. I hear that Miss Dior Shetty was amazing. Do you or anyone here remember Dolce Gabbana Feminine? It's discontinued. I don't remember Feminine, but I had a bottle of Bai, Dolce Gabbana Bai, with the leopard print pattern on it. Yeah, a friend, an old friend of mine gave it to me. She didn't like it, and she was like, "Here, I don't like it. Somebody gave it to me. She got it as a gift, a birthday gift." And she's like, "I don't like it. You can have it." What fragrance would best describe the California coast? Ooh, Christine can answer that. Christine, what's the best fragrance for California coast? Something oceanic? How about Eau de Californie? Celine, Eau de Californie. I mean, it's in the name. Thoughts on AI development to help you, the world, and the entire. Very helpful. Absolutely. If you have access to it, use it. You can use it for things as just simply rewiring your brain. You can use it for anything you want. You can use AI as a partner, a person to just share ideas with. You can get it to track your calories. You can get it to make you meal preparations. You can get it to plan your workout. You can get it to do anything, to write your papers. You can get it to write your perfume briefs. It'd be nice if you can send it to go to work for you, or wash the dishes or do the laundry. That's what we need that crap for. Get us computers or AI to do that stuff. But it's going to be life changing, definitely. Sometimes I wonder how it's going to alter life, how we as humans are going to change, how we're going to adapt to it, what's going to happen to us, how much farther away from ourselves are we going to get, and where are we going to be going with that? Where's it going to be taking us? My first frag was that olive green Boss back in the 90s. The first perfume I bought for myself, there's an Armani Code. I thought it was a bee's knees. That's an Antoine Lee. It tried that many years later, and it's totally different to what I remembered. Was I living a lie? You're living an Antoine lie. An Antoine Lee. Yes, you were wearing an Antoine Lee. My boyfriend at the time had that on me. It was amazing. What? Oh, Janet says, I smelled cocoa in 84 when it came out. I was 23. I was smitten. I can only imagine cocoa in 1984. How beautiful that must have been. My boyfriend at the time had Arami. It was amazing. Can you imagine a couple wearing Arami and the other wearing cocoa? That's a bomb right there. French Lover smells like the California coast. Ooh. Aqua de Gio or Eau de Sens Diptyque, says Christine, for the California coast. The first perfume I got, though, was Aqua de Gio back in the 2000s. That's the first fragrance my brother bought. I remember smelling it and it just blowing my mind, going, what the hell? Like, how can perfume be this realistic? How can it create such fantasy in my head? How can it create such visuals and imagination? And how does it just, like, how does it do that? You know what I mean? It's like it's coming out of a bottle like a ghost, yet like I want to eat it and it tastes delicious, and also I'm thinking of oranges and apples, not apples, but like all these citrusy, lemony things. You know, I can just envision the lemon at the time. It's like my head was a big lemon when I would spray Aqua de Gio. It was just amazing. And Le Male had that effect on me too. Vintage Le Male, when it first came out, I was like, how can something be so cool? How can something be so beautiful and radiant and just like, how does it do that to me? Whatever it's doing, like I can't even explain what it's doing, but it's doing something, and I like it, and I don't want it to stop. I just want it to keep going and going and going and more and more and more. You know what I mean? More and more and more. Maybe we'll have more time to find ourselves. How much time do we need? I need to plug in or you're going to lose me. Oh, I'm at 1%.